Good morning, friends. Thank you for joining me this morning for the beloved 7-day experience inside the KS Media Group app, where you get to join coaches, speakers, healers, teachers, trainers, and more in their personal Zoom rooms live in real time to engage for your best life. Today is Tuesday. It's your confidence boost day. These 10-minute sessions have supported me, myself. I have to be honest, I've participated in other sessions. I do confess that for my own best business practices, I watch my own videos. And sometimes about that, I'm like, that was a good one for my own material. Today, I want to ask you each, we're going to do a quick round robin. You can say quick pass if you like. But I want to ask you, what's on your mind that you want to accomplish? Just something simple and easy. We're not going in depth here. Is there something in your business that you want to accomplish between now and the end of this year? Anybody?
Build my database.
Build my database. Okay. Good. Excellent. Anybody else?
Yeah. Extend my lives out.
Extend my lives out. Okay.
Yeah, get them out there. Yep.
Good. And Peggy?
I want to book more speaking engagements.
Book more speaking engagements. One more. Anyone?
Yeah, I want to get my first real life relaxation day done for years, because it's been years since we've been able to do it. So to have a real life event that I'm planning for October, that is my goal and going to be my joy. It's going to be so good.
And James, what about you?
Yeah, to launch the business, launch the website, launch the socials, launch the podcast. So it's a real, I see it as a rocket launching on everything.
Okay, to launch. Okay, friends, thank you for playing along with me this morning. Sometimes that's not an easy question, so I'm impressed that you could easily come up with something, and I mean that. For entrepreneurs, it's hard to be in focus sometimes. And that's the confidence boost for today. So I want to invite you yourself to think of the thing you just shared with me here in our lovely group this morning. My confidence boost for you today is one that has served me for many, many years. It started when I was on medication for anxiety and depression. And through therapy and work and commitment, I made a decision that I wanted to really try to move off medication. And I went to my doctor and said, how do I do this? And he said, go to the gym. Well, that was ridiculous because I was not a gym rat. And so I had never actually gone to the gym, and exercise wasn't really a part of my life. But I had a deep desire to move into a healthier way of being and of living. And so I began to focus on what I wanted to achieve. And I went to the gym. And I used accountability with my daughter, not the gym rat daughter, the other daughter who also was not a gym person. And in accountability together, I would go and do very slowly do what I can. We had a hysterical episode on the elliptical. Call me if you want to hear that story that happened when I first got to the gym. I wanted, in that case, to get off medication. And I went to the gym. How did I do that? I focused on what I wanted to achieve. Today's confidence boost: focus on what you want to achieve. So last week, I talked about stop deflecting and start reflecting. Today, we're focusing on what we want to achieve. So here's an example. Tuesdays weekly in the KS Media Group app is your opportunity for a weekly confidence boost. If you program this into your calendar, here's what will happen. You can program into your calendar in big capital letters, confidence boost, ! At your appropriate time. in your time zone. And if you're smart, you'll do a couple of reminders. So on that day, Tuesdays in this case, what's going to come up is you'll have some reminders, and then you'll have this time slot come up. And what are you going to see? It's going to say confidence boost. Whether or not you can join me live is really at that point, not the point of this particular boost, because you're going to see confidence boost every week on your calendar. And what's going to happen is you're going to integrate the things that you've heard from me, the things that you've learned from me, the things that have started to rise up in you to help your own confidence. And I could go around my room today. I happen to know all of you personally, and I could tell you how I have seen this exact boost, focus on what you want to achieve, how it has supported you. So for me in business, I had a deep yearning for many years to be heard, as they say. Many speakers just want to speak. They want to be brought in. They want to be heard. They have something to say, but they feel often unrequited. Well, why aren't I getting brought in? How much can I get paid? All the things. And I did too. For many, many years, since I was very young, I've been a professional speaker. At some point a few years ago, I decided that I wanted to speak more than I wanted to be heard, that I couldn't be in charge of how I was heard, but I could be in charge of how I spoke, of when I spoke, of what I said, of opening up the divining rod of material that comes through me to offer confidence, these confidence boosts, etc. So I took control of what I could by what? Focusing on what I wanted to achieve. I stopped having this unrequited yearning to get paid as a speaker, to be brought in and figure all that out and do all of that. And, am I good enough? And, do I have something to say and all of that? Then what happened was I gave myself permission to speak because I focused on what I wanted to achieve. And I wanted to share the material that was coming out through me. And that's how I started my daily lives. It's how I started going live on video. It's how I started, the basis of my entire business, which led into coaching and so on and so forth. So each of you around the room today, those of you who shared and those who didn't may have something in mind. By a nod, a thumb, anything, do you get this confidence boost? Do you get what I'm saying? Does anyone have a question about this? Is it hard for you to focus? How do we find focus? I'll be talking about that next week. Focus on what you want to achieve. Nadine, if you want to achieve a live day, then it's written on your wall. This is one of the things that I wanted to achieve. It says she believed she could, so she did. And I received this as a gift for my birthday almost 10 years ago. And I've had it as a mantra ever since. And it's followed me around in my travels so that when I focus on that, it goes into my head as my belief system. She believed she could, so she did. Focus on what you want to achieve, friends. Next week, we'll be talking about how do I find focus for your confidence boost here in the Confidence Zone. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Please go to the KS Media Group app, download it in your Play Store. Right on the homepage is the full lineup of all the people who are sharing inspiration with you to help you design your best life. Today is Power Tuesday. We have Dr. Karen Lubin, who is going to help us focus on exercise, and we have Nadine Searle, who is going to help us later in the day feel our calmer selves. Thank you, friends. I'll see you next week in the Confidence Zone.
Thank you.